Good morning, dear students. So, our today's class is all about talent management. So, in the paper of talent management, we have reached on the topic which is of third unit. It is all about talent acquisition. So, talent acquisition, we already know that talent acquisition means an organization adopting various ways to recruit people and select people. So talent acquisition is all about recruitment and selection process in various industries so that they can hire talent in their organization. So since the talent acquisition is all about recruitment and selection, so in this chapter we will discuss the process and the concept of recruitment and selection in detail. So in this lecture we will discuss the recruitment, what is the concept of recruitment, its objective and factors affecting recruitment. So if we talk about recruitment, recruitment is basically the process of examining vacant position in the organization and attracting the potential customer to apply for the same within the appropriate time and at the desirable cost. See, it is an introductory stage where a job applicant gets to know about the vacancy in the organization, and the organization simultaneously identifies the candidate's profile. So without recruitment, company won't be able to function properly, and it will certainly lack the human resource. So that means the recruitment is very much important when it comes to fulfilling the need of human resource in the organization. So now we need to talk about the purpose of recruitment. So as we all know, the human resource is a vital part of the organization to ensure regular supply of the employees in the organization. So if we talk about the objectives of the organization or the purpose of the organization, we will see on the slide as well that there are certain objectives of the uh, recruitment. So first objective is to ensure uninterrupted business process. See, recruitment aims at providing the required number of skilled people in the organization so that to keep the process of business going on ever after labor turnover uh, scenario. So if an organization wants the smooth conduction of business process, they need to ensure that there is a proper recruitment channel going to be happen in the organization. Then the purpose is to identify present and future personnel requirement. Here personnel means employee related, human resource related. So it is an initial step for identifying and analyzing the workforce requirement for the organization, and this requirement is not related just for the present requirement. It is also help in analyzing the future requirement. Say for example, if an organization want to go for expansion, so they need labor force in their organization which is extra as compared to the present situation. So recruitment helps in identifying the present and future personnel needs. Then acquisition of maximum number of relevant CV. So that means see, the recruitment is the process by which an organization can maximize their chance of uh, in terms of number of applicants for the organization. So it advertise the vacant position such that the maximum number of prospect employees can apply for the same. The purpose is to improve cost effectiveness. So it is a recruitment is a systematic process, and it is a well planned process, so that they can the organization can minimize the cost involved in hiring an individual. And the last objective is to accelerate selection process. So since the recruitment process create a pool of talent in front of selection committee, so it backs the selection process where the pool of candidate in form of their CVs are present, so that the selection team has a fair chance to identify the perfect person for that right job in the organization. So this is all about the purpose of recruitment in the organization. Now if we see that recruitment needs are of three types basically. First is your planned need. So recruitment are done for the planned vacancies which are created in the organization. Then the need could be of anticipated, in the form of anticipated need. That means in future, if you require certain extra numbers of laborers or the employees in the organization, so to fulfill that anticipatory needs, an organization can go for recruitment plan. And there are recruitment plan for the sudden need. That means if any employee resign from the organization, so there is a sudden need of human resource in the organization. For that, the organization need to adopt a recruitment policy. So in this way, there are three types of recruitment need: planned need, anticipated need, and the sudden needs. Now if we talk about the factors which may affect the recruitment process in the organization, so you can see that the organization need an updation with the changes in the market condition, as well as with the changes takes place in the organization. And these factors can be summarized into two heads: the factors which are related to the environment of the organization. So external related to external environment of the organization, such factors are called external factors. And certain factors which are related to the internal policies, procedure, and the environment of the organization, so such factors are called internal factors. So if we talk about external factors, see, an organization, as I always told you, that an organization is an open system. An organization experiences some external changes in business environment which may affect the business process of that particular organization. So therefore the management has to develop strategies to adopt such changes in their organization, and to safeguard the organization from the changes happening in the external environment. So these changes could be related to political and legal changes. So as you see, the government of India ensures that employability of SC and ST through reservation systems. So trade unions are also come into action to restrict the organizational recruitment process if the candidate does not fulfill the criteria. So there are certain political and legal frameworks which an organization need to follow when it comes to making strategies regarding recruitment. Then there are technological factors. So with the emergence of new technology and updated technology in the environment, the organization experience a need to recruit employees who are more skilled and tech friendly. Then socio-economic environment, the organization function is basically happening in a society, and the society has a great influence by the business of an organization and vice versa. So there are socio-economic barriers for the organization to perform, such as child labor issue, or the corporate social responsibility. And not even this, the economic condition of the country will certainly make an impact on the organizational overall business policy. And if the organizational business policy is impacted, so the related policies like recruitment may also impacted by that. Then supply and demand. At times the organization require employee having a particular set of skills, so the recruitment of such employees is affected by the demand and supply condition of the labors in that particular market. Then the factor is could be related to labor market factor. So availability of labors in that particular area where the organization is located can majorly influence the recruitment criteria. Uh, if in case there is a surplus labor in labor market, so organization may get easy availability of human resource at cheaper rate. So these are the factors can affect the organization at a large. And last but not the least, in external factor is organization's image. So organization's image in the market may attract or distract the prospect employees in the organization. Now we talk about the internal factors. So if we talk about the internal factors, these factors are related to the organization itself. So the first is the recruitment policies. Every organization has a different recruitment policy. Some companies prefer internal recruitment, whereas certain companies prefer external recruitment. So recruitment policy may vary from one organization to organization. Then the size of business has an impact. If the size of business is small, so less number of employees are required. If the size of business is large, then certainly an organization need extra labors. Then the factor is associated with cost of acquisition. Every organization has a budget for the recruitment, and the cost of acquisition of an employee is one of the factor on the basis of which the overall organization policy can be vary. Then in growth and expansion, at times business there are expansion plan, so the organization need to hire more employees, and the opposite can also be possible. Then working conditions. So the working condition is the environment within the organization. So the organization which provide right working environment, working condition, and take proper health and safety measures for the employees, tend to get more attention from the prospect candidates than those companies who are having poor health and safety measures in their organization. And last factor, which is internal, is effective human resource planning. So if overall the recruitment is a part of human resource planning, so effective human resource planning provides an appropriate elaboration of the number of employees required, as well as the skills, qualifications the candidate must have is also elaborated, so that there is no confusion, and the prospect employee may get a proper insight of working in the organization. So these are the factors which can affect the recruitment. So in this lecture we have talked about the concept of recruitment, uh, objective of recruitment, and factors influencing recruitment. So that is it for the day. Thank you so much.